European Union is a political and economic union of 27 European countries that function together through common institutions, laws and policies. It represents one of the most advanced forms of regional integration in the world, combining economic cooperation with political coordination. The headquarters are based in Brussels and Luxembourg. European Union background and evolution. The European Union emerged from the ruins of the World War II when European nations sought lasting peace by replacing rivalry with cooperation. Economic integration was viewed as the most effective way to prevent further conflicts and rebuild devastated economies. Post-World War II context. Excessive nationalism and repeated wars convinced European leaders that shared institutions were essential for peace and stability. 1946 vision. The idea of a unified Europe gained momentum with calls for United States of Europe. 1951 Treaty of Paris established the European Coal and Steel Community to place key war industries under joint control. 1957 Treaty of Rome created the European Economic Community and Euratom, promoting a common market and nuclear cooperation. 1965 Merger Treaty unified the institution of ECSC, EEC and Euratom into a single administrative framework. Schengen Agreement laid the foundation for passport-free travel among participating states. 1986 Single European Act set a clear roadmap for completing the single market and deepening integration. 1992 Maastricht Treaty formally established the European Union, introduced EU citizenship and initiated a common foreign and security policy. 1999-2002 Monetary Union. The euro was introduced, marking a major step toward economic and monetary integration. 2007 Lisbon Treaty strengthened democratic governance, enhanced the role of the parliament and improved institutional efficiency. Expansion phase. Membership grew from 6 founding states to 27 countries, reflecting the EU's widening influence and integration. European Union objectives. The European Union seeks to create a peaceful, prosperous and integrated Europe by promoting shared values, economic cooperation and social justice. Its objectives are rooted in EU treaties and guide all common policies and institutional actions. Promote peace and stability by fostering cooperation among member states and preventing conflict. Uphold common values such as democracy, rule of law, human rights, equality and freedom. Ensure freedom, security and justice for citizens through open internal borders and coordinated law enforcement. Develop a single market with free movement of goods, services, capital and people. Achieve sustainable development based on balanced economic growth, price stability and environmental protection. Promote full employment and social progress through inclusive economic policies, combat social exclusion and discrimination and strengthen social protection systems. Encourage specific research and technological innovation to enhance global competitiveness. Respect cultural and linguistic diversity while fostering a shared European identity. Establish an economic and monetary union with the euro as a common currency for participating members. European Union membership. The European Union consists of 27 member countries that have voluntarily joined the Union by accepting its treaties, laws and shared values. Membership required fulfilling strict political and economic criteria including democracy, rule of law and a functioning market economy. European Union institutional structure. The European Union has a well-defined institutional framework designed to ensure democratic representation, effective decision-making and uniform application of EU laws. Its structure balances supranational authority with intergovernmental cooperation, allowing both EU citizens and member states to participate in governance. European Council It provides overall political direction and sets long-term priorities of the EU. It consists of heads of state or government of member countries along with the President of the European Council and the European Commission. European Parliament. It is the only EU institution directly elected by citizens and it represents their interests. The Parliament shares legislative and budgetary powers with the Council of the European Union. Council of the European Union. It represents the governments of member states and works jointly with the Parliament to debate, amend and adopt EU laws. Ministers participate based on policy areas under discussion. European Commission. It acts as the executive body of the EU, proposing legislation, implementing policies and ensuring compliance with EU treaties. Each member state is represented by the one commissioner. Court of Justice of the European Union. It ensures uniform interpretation and application of EU law across all member states and resolve disputes between EU institutions and member governments. European Central Bank. It manages monetary policy for euro using countries and works to maintain price stability and financial security within the eurozone. European Court of Auditors. It monitors for the proper use of EU funds and ensures financial transparency and accountability. Powers and functions of the European Union. The European Union exercises shared and exclusive powers that enable deep economic integration, common policy making and coordinated external action among its 27 member states. It functions as a supranational entity while respecting national sovereignty in non-exclusive areas. Economic integration ensures free movement of goods, services, capital and people through the single market and manages the Eurozone for monetary stability. Trade and external commerce. Negotiates trade agreements and represent member states collectively in global trade forums. Legislative authority. Formulate and enforces EU laws through regulation and directives applicable across member states. Common policy making. Implements joint policies in agriculture, environment, energy, transport, research and climate action. Freedom, security and justice. Maintains border free movement under Schengen and coordinate asylum, migration and criminal justice cooperation. Foreign and security policy. Develops unified diplomatic position, support peace operations and provides global humanitarian assistance. Budgetary and financial role. Manages the EU budget, cohesion funds and financial support mechanism to reduce regional disparities, protection of values. Uphold democracy, human rights, rule of law, equality and anti-discrimination norms. Strategic and security cooperation. India, EU. India and the European Union maintain a growing strategic partnership focused on peace, stability and sustainable development. Cooperation evolved from traditional financial assistance to a partnership based on shared priorities following India's rise to a medium-income country. At the 2017 EU-India Summit, leaders reaffirmed collaboration on the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development and continued the EU-India Development Dialogue. The EU was India's largest trading partner in goods 2019-20, with total trade close to $90 billion, surpassing China and the US. The Bilateral Trade and Investment Agreement BTIA 2007 aims to remove trade barriers, promote investment and deepen sectoral cooperation. India and the EU conduct regular negotiations under BTIA to enhance trade, investment and economic integration between the two partners. Beyond economics, the partnership includes maritime security, counter-terrorism, climate action and regional stability, reflecting a shared vision for a rules-based international order. Challenges associated with European Union. The Russia-Ukraine war, regional instability and great power rivalry intensify security threats, energy risk and the test EU unity. Managing US-China tension, potential US protectionism and dependence on external powers in energy, defense and critical technologies remains a major concern. High energy cost, weak productivity growth, rising public debt and global competition undermine long-term economic resilience. Achieving climate neutrality and digital leadership requires massive investment innovation and coordinated policies across member states. An aging population, shrinking workforce, irregular migration and integration challenges strain social welfare systems and cohesion. Rising nationalism, Euroscepticism, and cost of living pressure weaken public trust and shared EU values. Consensus-based decision-making among 27 members slows response and complicates policy coherence in foreign policy, defense, and crisis management.